Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Hot. God PCV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Cold Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Cold Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Cold Peace TV, we bringing the news. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Cold Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Cold Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, keep it real, no cap. You're breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Cold Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. Cold Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Hot. God PCV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map. Fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Reporting what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Cold Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Cold Peace TV, we bringing the news.
Hey y'all, hey. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, it's cold where I am at as well. I'm over it. I'm ready for it to be done. Good morning, everybody. Let me get my good mornings out. Saving Lives, good morning. Diane, good morning. I don't know where the other ones went, but I'm getting the ones that I can see. Good morning, Gretchen. Good morning to everybody, of course. Thanks for dropping in. Good morning, Co-Peace and Chat. Good morning, Jay Gray. Tay-T, good morning. Mod Squad, good morning, Tay-T. Who else? Ring, good morning to you. Jed, good morning. Juanita, good morning. Gretchen, of course, good morning to you. Queasy, good morning. Dez in the building. Jobs, we on 2-hour delay. It's so cold. School's still closed. Yeah, they just closed the schools here too. I just got a phone call. Coachy, good morning. Co-Peace and Chat, good morning. Robin, good morning. Shani says, good morning, Co-Peace, Miles, and Chat. Bundle up. It's cold outside. Justice for Ramika. Yes, Justice for Ramika. Good morning to you. Toy, good morning, Co-Peace, Miles, and Chat. Good morning, Toy. That one. Good morning, Co-Peace and Chat. Good morning, that one. Y'all. Sparkle says, good morning, KP and Chat. Smooches, Justice for Ramika. Good morning, Sparkle. Good morning, Leslie. I don't know if y'all can hear it in my voice, but hold on. Ciao. Robin says, good morning, KP and Chat. Good morning. Gretchen says, justice for Ramika and her family. Yes. I am like really over a lot of stuff. Like I am. Tootie says, happy Tuesday, Miss Co-Peace. Happy Tuesday. Good morning to you. A lot of stuff because I'm taking this case like really serious, y'all. Like I'm literally here digging, trying to put pieces together. about what happened to Meeks, right? Um, it's sad. It's really sad what happened to her. And then you get people. Hold on. You got all these different stories. Hey Tay Ebony, you got all these different stories. You know what I'm saying? Like, first and foremost, what I'm gonna say is if it was a plot to take her out from jump, everybody that knew about that plot is going down. Did that joker really call Ramika and ask her if that baby looked like him? Yes. Yes. And the family said that. Please don't forget to hit the like button on your way in. That's what I'm saying. Like, the games that's being played is like really fucking it's crazy. Everybody that knew is going down. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what side you say you on, what side you say you not on. If you knew, you're going down. Because it's your duty to report that you knew a crime was about to be committed. Good morning, KP. Everyone, hope all is staying warm. It's 26 degrees here. Yeah, it's cold where I'm at too. All these so-called people that played parts with this happening with Ramika needs to be gone. Fast, not slow. Don't put nobody names in my chat. Somebody delete that. I don't put no CCs. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all that. Let me tell y'all something. Today is not the day for me. I'm over it. I feel you stressing and lying ass stuff too much. Yes. I'm over it. I'm so over it. You got this man that's he literally instigated all this shit. He literally set this motion to happen for Ramika to never be here on earth with her son again. That's insane. You got to be a different type of person to want your son's mother. Fuck your baby mama. Fuck your girlfriend or anything like that. But your son's mother to be gone. You're a different type of person. You is. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. A big clown. He's a big clown. And then to sit here and act like you not trying to get back in good with the family, but you still, not to mention, you're being thrown under the bus everywhere you look. I don't know what in his mind think that him putting out these videos on Meeks is doing him any good. Because on the other hand, because I got a recording of a content creator literally saying he's the one sending the videos out to people, which we already know this. And people think, this is what pisses me off too, because people think because Ramika family is sitting back and not instigating and being messy and doing all this other stuff, that's okay for them to do, and they could just keep picking and picking. But they want a reaction, but they not giving them no reaction. Because y'all better believe the videos that's being put out from Carlos, they can have the same ones, the full versions. And if y'all think they not gonna be used, they will be. All he's doing is helping incriminate himself. Saving Lives says he's sick and it's becoming the norm. Yes, very sick. Very sick. Reminder, do not put CCs in the chat unless Copiece herself has mentioned them. Exactly. Thank you, Peanut. Thank you, Shannon. Like, I'm so upset because it's so much stuff being said, and it's so much, it's like People taking it for a game. It's not a game. This is a real person's life. And I'm literally trying to go back to the beginning and put things together and make it make sense. He's not human. He has no feelings for nobody but himself. I'm glad he's putting himself out there because he's going to jail. He's definitely going to jail. Vince say, I hate he's still putting out stuff like that. The attention is driving him literally stupid. Yeah, but this man thinks any attention is good attention for him. As long as he getting it. Because as he doing things, he's still going and posting, like living his regular. This is what eats me up. He's still going on living his regular life, acting like he's a fucking trainer, making these juices. Ain't nobody drinking them juices but him. Ain't nobody ordering shit from you. Ain't nobody doing. Something is seriously wrong with him, and his day is coming. Trust the process. God ain't done with him. Child, Meeks don't get to do nothing. She don't get to do nothing no more. That's it, because he should be keeping quiet if he's not showing guilt. He's ridiculous. You would think he would be quiet, but he can't shut up. He can't be quiet. Yes, get the lights up, please. Good morning, Erica. He just can't be quiet. It's not in him to be quiet. He's so unaware that he doesn't realize his phone is tapped and his cloud is monitored. I mean, they took his passport, yet leaks are still happening from him. Exactly. And then I'm hearing they saying that, I don't know how true that is, but they saying that he got Meek's phone and that's how he got a lot of these videos or whatever. But I don't even understand that, because why would you could tell who's doing the recording? So these videos is not coming from a Meek's phone. These videos is videos he recorded from his own phone. His conscience won't allow him to be quiet. That's what it is. Copies, that's what people like that do. If Chicago doesn't lock him up, believe me, they need to get rid of that whole system. Something needs to happen. He's definitely aware of what he's doing. Most definitely he is. Tay Ebony says Romika can't go to school field trips. She can't do nothing, bro. He knows he is going to jail. It is a setup for him to have them support him when he does get locked up. Peep the play. Support him how? Because supporting him out here doing what they doing for Holly ain't gonna help him, because it ain't helping Holly. The devil is always busy. He thinks that is going to help him. He doesn't care about his son, because if he loved his son, he wouldn't have done this to his son. And I'm sitting back thinking, y'all, this is what I was thinking about. That's why he's aging like milk now. Man, that man look rough. This is what I was thinking. I was sitting back, like literally thinking. So you're literally still, you still messing with Meeks, like fucking with her. Like she don't want to be with you no more. You're still harassing her. You're still doing whatever it is you can do under the sun to get under her skin. Man, you got Holly, because Meeks done left you now. She done left you. That baby is confirmed yours. She done left you. You got Holly. Now you got Holly. And now you with another woman that got another woman pregnant. It's weird. So I'm wondering, did Holly even know about the new baby mama? This is insane. He got too much going on. That one says it's not, but he think it's going to help him. He is using them. He's gonna run himself crazy behind what he's done. That's what he's doing right now. Tetsy says those people not going to support him. They just run their mouths. Yeah, because nothing that they doing is helping. Neither one of them. He working out of both sides of his face. One-eyed Jack. Child. Hey, Pina said he's not that smart, but he's only doing this for himself when the tables of justice finally turn his way. He's getting locked up. That pink color is scaring his wild child self when he closes his eyes. That man ain't got a good night's sleep since this happened. I could tell you, I could bet you my money on that. I can bet my money on that. I believe he helped Holly call CPS on Ramika, trying to get Amir taken. Listen, I've been telling y'all from the start. This was all Carlos doing from the start. This was all his doing from the start, from the TPOs, from the recordings, from everything, trying to antagonize me. It hurts me to my heart the way they have hurt this family. To hear her mother and auntie and sister speaks really touch my heart. It has me feeling like this is my family. Look, I'm telling you, man, like I've been staying, I've been off of YouTube because it's too much going on. What's weird is women continue to lay down with this man. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So what was his plan for the new baby mama? 93 likes, 158. Can y'all get the likes up? I heard a live that was very interesting from that former friend who's now talking about justice for Meeks. Watch it, KP, before it's gone. I picked a little bit up of it that I want to play. I'm gonna play it in a minute. Holly knew that she wasn't his only one, as she was his side piece. I don't think she knew he got someone pregnant while he was pushing a narrative to her, as she was so gullible. But to get somebody pregnant and then go back and get her pregnant again, that's insane. And he is never going to have a good night's sleep ever again. I'm just trying to make this make sense. But I'm already realizing that I can never make this make sense coming from a person like that, because I don't think like he think. I would not be surprised if Holly and the other woman got pregnant at the same time. They are all nasty as fuck over there. I want every leak he posts or has someone else post tends to backfire. Nothing ever seems to go in his favor. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, ever. So he needs to just stop. Now, if Carlos was a real man, he would have been done with Holly after calling CPS. Exactly. Exactly. He should have never let Holly play with his son, period. In no way, shape, or form when it came to talking to Meeks. That should have been exempt. Don't even mention him. Good morning, blessed. Gretchen says her death hasn't beat him down like he's going to. You can't do that to a person and feel like it's not going to get to them. Them two people are going to feel that pain more than they're feeling. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yes, another baby mama. Like, what are we doing here? Hey, Nicole. I thought Holly had said that she would never. I wonder, has Holly auntie spoke to her about the other woman pregnant? Child, this is beginning to be a bit too much. I'm gonna be honest, because they from I don't know, but I cannot accept people knowing what was about to happen and said nothing. Said nothing. You had this person, that person playing a part in the middle and getting shit started, and then, child, this we all know those low self-esteem types whom love these types. Even the child rapist ones will put money on their books, write them love letters, do jail visits. Child, I hold on. Philly says the day Holly called Meeks about that road, he should have left her alone. That's when it all started. Yep, that's what I said. That's when it all started. She wanted to be known. He's demonic, and his soul will never rest, even after he's gone from his this earth. Justice for Mika. Yeah, exactly. They was never together, and he still says that. But I'm just saying, like, the fact that he wanted to get Lil Los. That's why Holly called CPS. They wanted to have custody of Lil Los by the time Holly did what she was going to do, so he could get his hands on that insurance money. the moral of the story, and that's what everybody on that's supporting Holly failed to admit and realize, is that she was the side bitch. She accepted less then. And it's steady showing that she was the side one, because he's steady maneuvering around her, doing any and everything he felt like doing. And she accepted it. He is definitely not in support of Holly. I am over him and his shenanigans. He's not in support of nobody but himself. While Holly auntie wants to tell her about the supports and what she wanted to say to them. Child, if Holly was smart, she'll never speak to that auntie her her offsprings, as they only care about making money and going viral. This is crazy. He didn't give a fuck about nobody but himself, not his kids nor his baby mother's. Narcissism is illness. I wonder, is that the new baby mama experiencing what Meeks has experienced with him? Good morning, KP in chat. Good morning, KDA. I got so much running through my mind, y'all. It's just it's I can't even explain. Like, happy Tuesday, KP in panels. Yes, it's sad. Be careful. I felt the same way with Shanquella Robinson case. It just hurted my heart. You have to pull away for a minute. I was in the hospital 2 days. Child. You did say that. But that's what everybody's just saying, that it's another woman pregnant. And you did tell me on the phone when we text that it wasn't another woman pregnant. You did tell me that. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so much be going on being said. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was a setup. They were waiting for her premeditation. Yes, and I that's from day one I kept saying that was a setup. So it's definitely not another baby mama. But if it was, baby, the auntie probably have given Los his CCL, so if he gets pulled over by the police. This is a cold, cold world we living in. It definitely is. I pray that all that's involved goes to prison. Everybody got to go. Everybody that knew they need to go, and they need to be held accountable. Carlos only cares about himself. Holly is his minion. She does what he says. Also, Holly wanted his heart and couldn't have it. Never gonna get it. Thank you for the support, Sparkle. I appreciate it. See, I done got mixed up and I'm so confused and frustrated. I remember that she telling me that it wasn't another baby mama, but then you got all these people saying it's another baby mama. I can't. I got it. I got. Come on, people, please hit the like button. It's free and we can't see your nosy selves. Exactly. Holly is the ex side. He doesn't want Holly, really nothing to do with Holly. He don't want nothing to do with nobody, but he wanted her to be known so he could set September 8th up. The people that knew and didn't say anything needed to keep Meeks quiet to keep the money flowing and stay out of jail. Sparkle says he's a warlock, don't even like women, but always up in them and in their wombs for strength and manifestation. You okay, Sharice? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning. My blood was boiling when I texted you yesterday. That's what I'm saying. I know you felt it in my energy when I was texting you, because I'm like literally trying to put all the pieces together. Why they keep saying it's another baby mama, where they get that from. I don't know. It just came and it went, and it's still here. But I remember when I talked to you, you told me that's a lie. It's not another baby mama. I think it came from that Halloween picture that was posted, and he was standing up behind the girl in the picture. They had on matching costumes. That's where I think that came from. Because before that, it was never said that it was another baby mama. It's hard to pull away from this case. These people have to be watched closely because we don't want nobody to walk away on this. That's a fact. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So, y'all, it's not another baby mama. Good morning, T. Holly seems to be only a side piece material. She even accepted Carlos being down low just as for Meeks. Oh, child. Tasty said at Copy TV, I think they be trying to throw us off and start talking about the bullshit that's made. That's what I'm thinking. That's what it is. They call that soul snatching. Yep. He only uses women to keep his dirty little secret hidden. Justice for Meeks. He dropping videos. He definitely not thinking about his son. That baby will never forgive him. She gone. She not here to defend herself, and he's still doing dumb stuff. That's what I'm saying. That's the killer part. They trying to confuse the case. Yeah, and I'm finna good start from the beginning. That's what I'm gonna do. That other baby mama story has been out since she's been locked up. Did anyone hear about that Carlos and his friends has a habit of setting the baby mothers up so that they can get full custody? Yeah. So they don't have to pay child support. This was brought out. Yeah. Because they said that's what David did. Holly gave me flunky. She just looked for love on the wrong place. She followed suit just to say my man. Child. She did the wrong thing. And I bet you she regretting it. I don't care what nobody say. KP in chat. I heard it's another baby mama too that won't come out until he's arrested. Yeah. Yep, the matching skeleton outfits. But then they said he came out and said that was his cousin, and they wasn't believing him because I think that girl was in that photo. She was pregnant. When men always on women, but want men are snatching the feminine energy of the woman. Yes, if Holly was out, she would be a serial killer because it would have always been another woman. Yeah. So, good morning, cold piece of chat. Good morning, no call ID. So let's make this make sense. Every man's dream is to have a Holly. True. This girl had this. How long? Anybody know? Did Holly have her CCLs? Holly can't make no man love her. Romika built her relationship from years of hurt and tears dealing with that man. Then he knew that she grew up and learned how to take care of herself and her child. Yes, she was over his fuckery. This time, this girl done had her CCL and they never shot nobody. Why now? No, it's not another baby mama. Thanks for confirming it. Yeah, it's not. When you're having sexual intercourse, that's another way of getting energy, ladies, as well. Yep. Everybody should know that. I don't want to say his name, but it came from Pookie when he was putting out those false narratives. I'm not even. It's a lot of rumors and people ran with it. Sad. Yep. Good morning, honey. This woman, child, Ramika is how her name is spelled. Yes, please, y'all. Everybody. When y'all spell Ramika name in the chats, make sure y'all spell it right. Make sure y'all spell it right. Holly ain't all sweet. Holly is responsible for what she did. We ain't saying she's sweet. I ain't saying she's sweet. She definitely responsible. Good morning, Kopi. But that's what I'm saying. When you got a person like Holly, it don't take nothing to influence her to do what she did September 8th. That's all. That's what I'm saying. That bug was planted. Even more so. She already had hatred for Meeks. That's a fact. But I told y'all he the one started this TPO shit. He put that in her ear because he knew she had that CCL. Good morning, KPTV community. Happy Tuesday. Good morning, Tammy. He child. Gretchen, it's with a C. Ramika found out that she can have a man that will take care of her like a queen. That's why Carlos was going after the new boyfriend. Like, why would you call the new boyfriend? Yeah, saving lives. That's what I heard. That's why I just want to see if somebody was going to put it in there. She allegedly had this CCL for 10 years. For 10 years. And now she decides to use it. I think she had it for like a year and a half. Q said last week that that girl from the Halloween picture, her and his cousin was dressed alike. But Q said that is the baby mama. It's been a while because she had it when she was with the DJ in the Four Corner Hustler case. See, that's what I'm saying. And never used it. She had, or for 10 years, and renewed it around the time she got the TPO. Right. They keep saying they heard, but no proof. Q said that it was brought to him. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not at Cold Peace in Cold World. Good morning, Terry. If he was paying dues in the city, he needed more money. Who had the policy and who had hate for the first baby mama? Holly, read through the lines. Yeah. Good morning, Cold Piece of Chat. I am. Good morning, Nutra. Yes, that is. Look, y'all. Spell it like that. That's how you spell her name. Thank you for that, Terry. Hold on, y'all. No CC names in the chat, please. I done told y'all already. No CC names in the chat. Even if I like the CCs, I still don't put no, because this is how, yeah, just don't do it. Don't do it. Because I don't be mentioning people. I don't be on nobody platforms. In their comments, none. Y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know the platforms that y'all seen me on. People got my name in shit. Talking about I'm on platforms in the comments, fucking with people. No, that ain't what I do. So y'all ever hear my name being spewed on some bullshit? Y'all know it's a lie. Holly was pregnant on the most recent video confronting Carlos about being the father on Amir B-Day. That was 2024, September, Amir birthday, less than a year. Meek's gone. Exactly. Exactly. Him putting that shit out was, he's stupid. He's fucking stupid. It just shows everything that we've been saying, that she's been the middle person, that she's been antagonizing Meeks. And then you make a I will never video and you is the I will never. Like you did everything you said you wouldn't do. Everything. That's why I'm like, what am I missing here? What am I missing? I told you the other night that he started talking first so he can look for some time. Man, and he's literally saying that Carlos was sending him stuff. I mean, which we already knew that. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like he's saying that his own mouth. He's saying that basically the play on Meeks. You know what I'm saying? Like he know things that they said was gonna happen. Why now, KP? Well, they had a paper trail, so they thought Ramika was a threat. Yeah, stop. We don't want no names because Amir B-Day, September 2024, Christmas Picks 2024, Christmas Holly got TPO September 2025. Meeks gone. That's what I'm saying. None of this looks good on her. None of this looks good on her or him. I'm always dropping pink hearts in every channel. Holly showed her true self with the I would never. She has an empty soul. I knew she was a sick chick when she said Meeks asked to meet the baby. And Holly said that was some sick shit. Yeah, what's wrong with that? That was Meeks being a woman and trying to have a relationship with her son. Let her son and Holly's son have a relationship together. What is sick about that? What is sick about that? For her to even say that, stop believing Q. He started the line in the beginning. Exactly. And then a lot, because I listened. I listened to the interview. And all he did was regurgitate things that was already put out and said. That's what he did. That's what he did. I seen you on other platforms and like 20 people giving shout outs. What you mean, Vent? I was on I've been on Royal D panel, yeah. People don't actually see me up there on Royal D's panel. Good morning, KP. I be in here and there in open books chat speaking. Shalom, KP, Miles in chat. Ramika is a very beautiful young lady. He knew that any man would have loved to have been with that black queen. Exactly. I don't see what was so hard. Why just leave her alone? Leave her alone. It's bigger than a threat. I believe they wanted Ramika gone and insurance money. I don't know nothing about, like, she basically was trying to have a relationship with the both of them where they're dumbass. Why did they want to make everything so hard for Meeks? Like, why? They just wanted everything to be so hard for Meeks. I don't believe that Meeks asked that about the baby, for real, for real. Saying hi to you, that's all. Oh, okay, Ben. I'm going to play a little bit of this. Hold on. Give me a second. I'm just going to play just a little bit of this since everybody been wanting it. Because only thing you get new really is him saying, well, that ain't even new because he said that when he got mad that now it was a plot. It's supposed to have been when he first came out on Keys and said it wasn't supposed to go down like that. It was just supposed to be a fight. But they ended up killing her. So he basically was saying that everybody knew September 8th what was supposed to happen. But I'm gonna just play it. And that's gonna be that. I'm not no more.
Thing like before. Yeah, it was built up. Yeah, this shit was like built up, and then it was like you have people playing certain parts where antagonizing her through certain situations and certain parts of that whole weekend, just so it can, so she could do some shit like pulling up, they just cause it because most of the shit that they would do, like her trying to talk shit, sending text messages and shit, that shit wasn't really getting to Romika.
Y'all see that? Leslie say no insurance money. And y'all notice I've never spoken on that about no insurance money. I've never spoken about this is because insurance money. Because y'all got to think, who does Philly? I wasn't going to watch it. Everybody, I just went and I pulled like little parts that I want to hear. But no, this is not it. But y'all got to think logical. Insurance money. Come on now. If it's insurance money, if she had an insurance, he won't get it. Lil Losa get it. Or either she more than likely put it in her mother's name. Do y'all know how close she is to her mother? Why would she let it be able for Carlos to get the money? That's why I never expound or talked about no insurance money. That don't even make sense. Not to me, but maybe to other people.
And shit. Yeah, because they started sending me stuff to, clear their name. Every time somebody was coming up with something, they always would send me some shit to just, to clear up the videos and shit. Or try to refute anything anybody else will say. So yeah, they was.
You sure haven't spoken on no insurance money and what the fuck they begin, child.
Be like in a point where she can actually be attacked by Romika, because that was what they was trying to do. Basically set her out to where Romika get her, and then she could try to inflict the TPO in CCL. But the thing was, Holly wasn't really trying to run into her, so Holly was kind of unaware of the shit too. It's like Holly played a part in when Los was trying to tell her how to get the TPO and shit on Romika, but it's like when it comes to it, she is still like not really 100% with the shit, but it's just the only thing that's gonna take her to actually do some shit is if Romika to pull up, to do it. So they was the ones who set it up was Amari was antagonizing Romika, what I'm saying, telling her that Holly's in town and this and that and all this, she spent the night at Woo Doo Woo and all this shit, and through the whole of the weekend they had other little shit going on, and then that very night she was telling her like, yeah, but the bitch ain't gonna leave until this time, around that time. They already knew, because they set up for her to set up to leave to go to the gym, so they already knew the time. That's how they knew how to try to mix everything up together, and then when Romika was just riding past, she seen them, and then it was just like, she.
Now, what I got to say about that part, don't y'all think if the Mari girl, not saying she didn't start, because I kept saying from jump, anybody that's been watching me, seeing my uploads from jump, I first said somebody was playing both sides. Somebody was playing both sides, and Q jumped in my comments and said, it was, you're right, somebody was. Then that's when it came out or whatever. But what I was about to say was, if Meeks knew, he's saying that Meeks knew over the weekend that Holly was in town, don't y'all think the energy Meeks they giving off that Meek has, don't y'all think she would have pulled up sooner than that? Why would she wait on a school day? Why would she wait on a school day? Why would anybody wait on a school day if this was planned to happen on that day? Good morning, KP in chat. KP, I pray you have an amazingly blessed day. I hit the like button and have a jam-packed morning. Definitely will watch the replay. He needs to be charged for being messy. Good morning, Baller Mom. Have a great day to you too. He's talking, but he's walking on thin ice right now. He's trying to change the story now, but they're definitely going to shut him up. I'm glad you don't speak on things you can't or don't confirm. Because I'm trying to make this make sense, like literally. If they told, because you got to think, he's saying that they were trying to get a reaction out of Meeks, and they was trying to antagonize her and letting her know that Holly was in town so she can pull up. So you mean to tell me they didn't tell her that Friday, whenever, let's just say Friday, Saturday, that Holly was in town? They didn't tell her then one of them days, and she could have easily pulled up on them. Obviously, Mari is talking to them on a regular basis, so Mari know where they at and all these things. Why on Monday? Why on Monday? I don't think would be stopping for no bullshit like that. That's crazy. Knowing she had to be at work, it shouldn't be that much hate for one person, but they all will get it way worse than Meeks. Just arrest Carlos at this point. Clearly, he sees it coming too. Yeah, he know. He know. Exactly. She was good all weekend. All weekend. She wasn't studying his ass. Romika would have went that weekend and whipped ass. Exactly. In my opinion, she didn't care that Holly was in town or even wishing. Exactly. This is what I'm trying to say. A school day, and then she had to work as well. Ro wasn't worried about that girl. That's what I'm saying. Yes, what he's saying in the live is that this was planned for months between several people, and I definitely pray for his safety. Yeah, I know he's saying that it was planned for months. I don't think she wanted or was involved with Carlos. He knew it was over. She had a whole nother man. The man said it on his live that he called the other boyfriend. He said it. Ramika was not thinking about them people. That baby was done with Carlos. None of that girl was telling didn't work, so they planned it for the weekend. But it didn't happen on the weekend. No, they didn't tell her that Hollywood was in town. That was the purpose of Lowe's posting him, Harley, and the baby over the weekend at the mall, getting the baby ear pierced, remember? And that's what I'm saying. Y'all think, so they saying, they got this whole theory that Meeks was stalking them and all this and all that. Don't y'all think if she knew, if she was doing all these things that they saying she was doing, she would have pulled up to that, to the mall? Don't y'all think that? Or pulled up to his house? She has no problem pulling up to his fucking house. Like, let's make this make sense. KP, she didn't know that Loose Cannon was in town. I believe Carlos called her. I hope they got her phone and not him or Holly. I can't wait for him to be arrested. This was definitely the devil's work. And that's another thing. They saying, child, hold on. KP, I do not remember what platform, but someone mentioned that Carlos went for custody of Lil Los because Ramika had an insurance policy on him. Don't know if that is true. Yeah, I told y'all that a while ago that I didn't even entertain the insurance policy thing. Did anybody pull an insurance policy on Meeks? You're definitely right. She wasn't thinking about that girl. But if they didn't get no reaction, that lets me know that Ramika didn't have her ass on them. Exactly. We done got two different versions of what done happened. Two different versions of what happened from the same person. It's definitely hate regardless. Meeks really didn't care about them. Meeks moved on with her life. Remember, they say Meeks was late that day. Yes. The third party's so-called friends should be charged as well. Listen, y'all. Can y'all get the likes up? Because I just came to vent a little bit. This is what I'm doing. This is venting. This is nothing that I'm this is just venting to y'all right now. Because I'm trying to make this shit make sense. And it don't make sense. Because everybody that played a part and knew what was going to happen is going to happen. Because all women know when we are tired, we try, but when we done, we are done. He knew she was done with his ass. Yes. KP, wasn't that the first day of school for Meeks baby? Justice for Meeks. I'm not sure. Leslie, can you answer that? Was that the first day of school? No, I think that probably was like the second week or maybe. I'm not sure. I definitely don't want anything to happen to him, but he needs to stop with the bullshit. Meeks didn't give a damn. You think Meeks would stop if it was a setup? The person they setting up don't know. I'm pissed. There's a possibility that he may have taken insurance out on her. Remember, he's a scammer. With him being the beneficiary, her family should look into that. So there's a possibility that he may have taken insurance out on her. Remember, he's a scammer. But wouldn't it be fake? Wouldn't it be fake then? Lowe's thought that would set Ramika off and have Meeks riding around his house looking for Holly or him. What about the fact Ramika knew about shady business Carlos was doing, and that's why they got rid of her? Listen, y'all. This is another thing, too. Y'all got to realize, too. She's been knowing this man for over 10 years. She's been knowing his shady business. They've been going through bullshit. They've been going through bullshit. Why now? Why he ain't been take her out? Long time ago then. They were trying to draw her out, but she didn't take the bait, so they messed up their own plans by popping up on her. Hey, Brittany. Good morning. Romika coworker said it all, and I believe her. Said what all be sexy. Holly told Carlos she was going to unalive Romika on multiple occasions. That's why he wasn't shocked. Exactly. Exactly. And that's nasty. He ain't used no protection, have threesomes together. It don't matter who physically has the phones as long as they are tracked. The courts have everything from every phone. Exactly. That's true. That's true. And we're hearing side where Mika didn't have a chance to tell her side. Right? The facts that Meeks had her arms folded speaks volume. Exactly. Meeks was done with Carlos, and he knew it and couldn't take it. The chokehold was anger coming out of him for the fact that she was done. He should have never put his hands on her. Good morning, KP. These people crazy. Holly Ho and Galos people. This don't mean nothing. Everybody then check the bitch before about baby daddy or if needed and still do. And that's what she was doing. We getting justice, lock him up. I'm trying to make it make sense. This didn't come just over. No, no, y'all. Mm-mm. They've been together for years. Years. She been knowing his shady business. Been knowing it. Good morning, Lady D. Yeah, I think it was like the first or second week of school. And the only fact we know is Romika is gone. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I said. I think it was like the first or second week of school or something. Still no right to. Exactly. The first day of school was August 18th. Okay. The first day of school was August. Okay. Yep. See y'all. Good morning, Big Keys. I didn't know you was up in here. I'm confused. I'm like really frustrated, Keys. Like literally. They say she had insurance for her baby, and he thought with her gone, he would get the baby and the money. But that's what I'm saying. How he gonna get the money, y'all? He can't. He can't. And I still believe he had a bulletproof vest on the day because if you look at videos of him working out, he didn't look like he. My thing with that, I don't, and I keep telling y'all that I can't say or I can't prove, but all I ever said, and it makes me feel like somewhere I'm right because in when I did my live is when he came out with this fucking workout vest on because what I say, I have never seen a video before leading up to or after Ramika's unaliving with him with a fucking workout vest. And right after I did that live, now he in the gym in the video with a fucking workout vest on. But I don't know. I can't say that that was a bulletproof vest or nothing. But I just go off what the fuck is being presented, what's out there. By all accounts, Carnisha was done with Hillbilly Holly after the ears being pierced. He used her to post to get Meek's attention. And why is he not interfering with the prosecutor? He couldn't get no insurance, nothing with his dumb ass. No insurance. Where does this? I don't even want to know because I don't want no names in here. Cold Peace, God forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe a couple of those police officers that were on that crime scene was some of those from the gym, and they were talking to him instead of trying to help. It could be. They started school on August 18th, right? It's Rico, auntie, mama going down, baby daddy, best friends, lace front, granny, all the brothers, the uncle with the LLCs and TPOs. Child. Yep. That's what I'm saying. Right plan, wrong person. Romika was not concerned about them, so the plan was not working. She really was impressed. They thinking she gonna pop up, but she really wasn't concerned. It won't fake if he had her information and he paid the monthly fee. I don't think it was the insurance, nothing. That's why I never spoke on that. And the one that was friends with both Romika and Holly should be locked up too. That's why I said all of them, all of them. In my opinion, it wasn't about the insurance. Somebody went down to get custody of Lalos because legally he is the surviving parent and the child is supposed to go to the surviving parent. It's his right. So yeah. So over here, I'm disputing that on my channel. I've always I always never spoke on it because I'm like, I don't believe that. Anyone can take insurance out on you if they have your social security number and sign themselves as a beneficiary. This has happened to my brother. But where did this stem from? I don't know. You can't have someone unalived and get insurance. Because what you got to think about it too. What it's got to be accidental insurance. I mean, don't it, Keys? Somebody like if you're gonna get insurance on somebody, the reason to be able to collect on that insurance, what would he? No, never mind. Nope, it wouldn't be fake until it's revealed. They be doing the green hearts for Amir. I don't know where that started from. But yeah, very, very true. I found out shady family members I went no contact from had policies in my name. What? Child. For him to walk around through the crime scene like he did, I didn't understand that. He should have had sense enough to stand back and not track through the crime scene. Wasn't involved in the unaliving of Meeks, he could have gotten Lil Los and retrieved the death benefits because he is the father and has custody. They've been together for years, but he's also been recording her for years, and he's also been beating on her for years. So I don't really think the years mean anything to him. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they've been together all of these years. They've been together all these years. She's been knowing about his secret, like his scamming ways, you know what I'm saying? All that. Why now will he take her out? I mean, not like why now will he take her out? Why now is they making it seem like this is the reason? Child, listen. The one thing he needs is a death certificate. He has to see Miss Tina. She was just done and he knew it. Yes. Carlos thought with Ramika gone, he wouldn't have to pay child support. That child support I don't think that got nothing to do with it. Yeah, Keys in the building, y'all. Shout them out. They was trying to derail her career and she wasn't going to jeopardize that. She knew that he was a backdoor booty boy and that's why she met her demise. I'm frustrated, y'all. And if this is truly about the business, he don't care about no life insurance policy when he's making triple. That's what I'm saying. Like the life insurance policy got to go. That got to go. Yeah, but he had another baby by someone else, and Ramika probably thought then she was going to tell all. Well, Miss Leslie just said it's not another baby mama. Exactly. It was the only place other than her work location that she would definitely be at. That's what makes it extremely sad. Yeah. This is not about a life insurance policy. This is what broke people think about. He's wearing that life insurance policy money around his neck and jewelry. Let's be serious. Anybody can put insurance on you, and that is crazy, long as they know your name and your birthday. Top of the morning to y'all. Good morning, baby girl. 100 good morning, cold peace and chat. Salute to y'all. Salute to you, Big Keys. Cold peace, I be trying to say the right thing and not just anything. Ramika has family members and they read and listen to channels, so we just can't say anything. Of course not. I'm late, but good morning, everybody. Good morning, Brown Eyed. Carlos didn't have a policy on Amir or Ramika. That's what I'm saying. Like, wherever that came from, it needs to stop. Like, Carlos is not a weight trainer. He's he just goes to the gym and be gay. Good morning, KP and chat. Ramika was done like a lot of men. Carlos couldn't handle her movement. All this was jealousy. This was jealousy, envy, and hate on both of their parts. He triangulated them and used Holly dumbass as the weapon. Happens all the time. This is a scorned man because he thought Meeks would never leave his dumbass alone. He made his bed and he had to lay in it and he couldn't handle it. Understand there's way more witnesses than eyewitnesses. We have technology, then you have the co-workers, the people with the nail salon, the people at the kids' school prior to the incident. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've talked to Meek's co-worker. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just not, I can't, from day one, like, I wasn't just running with any and everything. Like, no. And then to really get to talk to certain people, that's what I'm saying, y'all. I've been sitting back and I just been, this is crazy. Carlos, he not getting Amir insurance money. It ain't no, we not talking about no insurance money no more. And that day, whatever he had on was too bulky to be a workout vest, in my opinion. Keys, what you think about that? Good morning, Big Keys. You still in here? What you think about that? What I said, leading up, like prior to, leading up to, and after the unaliving of Ramika, we never seen a fucking workout, him working out in a vest until, like I said, after my live. This has nothing to do with insurance or child support. Carlos is evil and hateful. Yes, that's what it is. Tati, I know he can't collect. If he is guilty, they thought this was going to go in their favor. They thought wrong. Didn't everyone say Carlos didn't know where Ramika lived? I think that's why they were at the school. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, he didn't know where she lived. Carlos cares about the way people view him. Facts. The only thing that man was trying to probably cover up with him and his DL situation. That's it. Yes. Yep. You're absolutely right, Copiece. After your video, all of a sudden he's wearing a workout vest. He been in the bushes. And I didn't realize it. Yeah, I don't think he got anything to do with insurance, anything. David just admitted last night on live that if he was to have another baby mother, that woman would be number 4. Number 4. We have to understand that Ramika family has very deep feelings about Ramika, so we have to watch what we say and how we say it. Can't just be throwing things out there. Exactly. They weren't married, so her mother would be responsible for. That's what I'm saying. Insurance or not, she would be the beneficiary. Well, he ain't going to the surviving parent. And ain't. Hold on, I'm getting to some more. Did Keys ever respond? Remember, Meeks was going to put the TPO back on Carlos, and he's on probation. So I think fear of jail and child support. Man, this is what I got to think a question about, too. In that video Keys played, the body cam footage, this man literally says he is on house arrest, but he has a 2 a.m. curfew. Who the fuck's get a 2 a.m. curfew that don't got a job or nothing? Who? They usually typically don't do that. Good morning, co-piece and friends driving endless. Who does that? Not if he helped unalive evening. Who does that? According to most recent CCs, the tables are soon to turn and his day is coming. According to me, I've been saying that from the beginning. According to me, I've been saying that from the beginning. That he the one did this. This is all his doing. The fact she had moved on killed his ego. I've been saying, if y'all go back, way back, way back, I was saying it. Yeah. It ain't his parental right when he had his ass on the crime scene. Everybody getting investigated. Why y'all think they didn't give him straight to Carlos? He's on the crime scene with her. He part of part of it. Well, Carlos is going down anyway. Yep. Peanut says, fun fact, in today's world, you need a social. Exactly. I believe when you apply for insurance for some, we're not talking about the insurance no more because I'm watching, that's all the way out. So we eliminated that. He ain't no daddy. He hadn't been and not going to be. If he was a good dad, Ramika wouldn't have never had to ask him to do anything. Yep. Legally, he has to be the surviving custodial parent to get him. Unfortunately, if he doesn't have paperwork, trials of him paying and taking care of Amir for the whole year, he doesn't have rights. Maybe they are referring to SS. That's different. Yeah, you can't, how you confuse that with insurance money though? I could see about, yeah. My daughter feel a certain way about that. Like, why are you putting insurance on her? Like, what do you expect her to die? That's what she said. That's what my daughter said. It's not no insurance policy that would be too obvious, especially if this was planned with that toxic relationship they had. Yes, exactly. Exactly. Let me go down some. He don't need that SSI from no surviving parent either. He don't need none of that. That boy got money. He's not thinking about that. That's like saying he's going to rush to the food stamp office. The city started that rumor. It was mentioned several times on channels. He's so shisty. We don't know what he had going on. I wouldn't say he did it for insurance money, but he had. That's what I'm saying, Keys. That's what I'm saying. We know he had a motive, and that's what I'm saying. Like I'm trying to go. I'm going back. That's what I've been doing. I'm going back. It's a motive. It's a motive, and it's not what all these rumors. Well, why Carlos won't go get child? Carlos is a prick. He's a weasel. He just so what I'm basically saying, Keys and all of y'all, is basically I'm not here. Y'all hear me? Y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me now? Okay. So basically what I'm saying, y'all, is like this is not a game for me. It's not a game. And I'm going back and I'm like trying to put everything together to make it make at least a little bit of sense. Because it's not no fucking insurance money. We know he's just evil. He's so pathetic, y'all. He's so pathetic. Y'all can hear me? Good. Oh, now y'all can. Okay. Um, because like I said, and people saying it's because she knew his dealings, but y'all gotta think she's been with him over 10 years. This ain't his dealings ain't nothing new to him, new to her. He had that down low secret on top of Holly already not liking her and wanting her out the way. But no, it ain't no fucking insurance money. It's not that. Divinely says seriously, triangulation needs to be major topic in our community in 2026 to change the narrative and teach our daughters how to identify these things. Most of us have experienced this to be child. KP, I say because she didn't want him anymore. Yeah, he couldn't face the fact that she moved on from him. Like, this is a scorned man. This is what he is. He's a scorned man. This So what he did was took it upon himself to go pillow talk with Holly, get her all riled up to think that Meeks don't like her and all this shit. Man, you whole time Meeks ain't worried about neither one of them. But this is what I said from the beginning. This was his way to get Meeks out of here because he got all these felonies. He ain't supposed to have a gun, ain't supposed to be around a gun or nothing. Let me get her to get these TPOs. She already got the CCL. She already got it in her mind what she want to do to this girl when she see it, because I done already put in her mind how Meeks is. You know, baby daddies talk. They pillow talk. So he done told her how Meeks is. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't scary. So the perfect way to get her up out of here is have her do it. Carlos had a baby on roll. She was pissed and threatened to bust Carlos out on his shady dealings. Finally. It was definitely control. He didn't expect Ramika to leave him finally. It was it. Listen to this. Queasy says it was said the insurance money came from the accidental death from insurers from her job is what I but that's you see what you said, accidental death. He cannot collect that insurance off of her being shot. That's not accidental. I said it too. September 8th, 10:32 a.m. when he posted worst day of my life. Don't forget, we are here. I wasn't there, but I'm here. Right. The fact that Ramika didn't need him like he wanted. Mm-hmm. It all boils down to he fucked up. He couldn't come back from it. He didn't want Holly. He wanted Meeks, and he couldn't have her. He thought that he would get rid of her, and he would automatically get the son, but it didn't go that way. The way that he planned. That's why he's so upset. Cause why he ain't trying to get his other son? Why he go straight for Amir? Jealousy, and she was done was the motive. Why straight for Amir? Carlos don't want Quadeja for real. He used that girl. That's what I'm saying. And I'm telling you, when I first said that early on, me started working on this case, I swear I can show y'all. It's in my videos when I was doing my videos. I can show y'all. That's when Q jumped in my comments and said, "You own it." He was like, "It was somebody playing both sides." It gave that. She also got information from a mutual friend playing both sides. Yes. I peeped that early on that it was somebody playing both sides. She was tired and she saw he wasn't going to change. Yes, I got tired of an abusive relationship in 5.5 years. It's when you get tired. Yes. Hey, Kippy. Good morning, KP. Good morning, Anaya. Co-piece, you can be with a person for years and you're never going to know everything about them. Nobody reads minds. Nobody is going to tell you everything. They'll lie to you first. That's a fact. I agree with that. But what I'm saying is she knows, she knew what he was into. Probably not all the way, but she probably had knew some things. Probably not in depth, but I'm just saying, if you with a person for so long, like, how is this what made him take her out? Yes, to protect his image. I don't think he even thought about Amir, to be honest. That's my personal opinion. Hold on, y'all. It wasn't a triangulation. Ramika removed herself from him, period. That's what, listen, that's what I'm steady trying to say. You people are saying that she was still dealing with him, but I, in my heart of hearts, I really don't believe she was still messing with him. That's why he didn't say anything about the baby until the baby shower. He was denying it until he couldn't deny it no more. Exactly. Right. Everyone gets insurance from that job. You're thinking logically. Narcs only care about themselves. They want to devastate the victim and the victim's loved ones. Yeah, he didn't think about Amir at all. Job insurance is not the same as outside insurance. Obsessed, Quadeja Holly was jealous enough to shoot without Carlos egging that on. Child, listen. Holly ain't the type to just. Carlos put that battery in her back as well. We just gonna leave that though. He's a narcissistic, insecure little boy. He finds his self-worth in women that's fighting over him. Ramika was done. And I'm telling y'all, I showed y'all about that early on, how Meeks made that post about. That's why I said that's the best thing Meeks could have did, was put shit out. That's the reason he keeps saying the baby wasn't his, to keep her. That's exactly. Listen, Meeks put on social media that this man was mad because she wouldn't fight over him. He used to ask her why not, why she won't fight. Why do you want your baby mama to, why do you feel the need that she has to fight over you? Somebody that's supposed to be hers, she should never have to fight for, because he did this to get his son full custody of his son at that. I have 3 life insurance policies. One is through my job, and I needed my baby's social security numbers and my significant other. I highly doubt she listed her. She ain't listed him on shit. This was a setup for the cover up. She knew something. He acting like a CI with all the recordings. So I don't want nobody to feel like a person will tell you everything. I don't care how much you lay down with nobody. Remember, what you say down with it, do get up and walk away. Thank you, Rhapsody, for the support. Ramika moved on. He was mad and jealous. I mean, that's why I told y'all. He's talking. He talk and talk and talk. And when he talk, he still, he give us a little bit more, little bit more, little bit more. Because all the time we've all been saying, like, he was mad because Meeks left him. And what did he do? Come on live and say he called the boyfriend. Why would you say you called the boy? What was your purpose for calling the boyfriend, sir? Because Amir know the real Carlos. Amir can definitely expose him, but he's so young. That's why Carlos want Amir. Tati says Knox don't care about no one, and they definitely don't care about no kids. It's only about the kids when they're connected to the person they want. Like, if he get Amir, is Meeks here, he get everything and he get a check to raise him. I don't think y'all really. Thank you so much for the support. There's nothing really to get. That's what I'm saying. Like, child. He wants Amir because Amir is part of Ramika, and Ramika is still his drug. Almost 400 in the building. Come on, get the likes up. He went for a meal because that would be another dig at Romika and their family by taking him away. R. Kelly said it best when a woman's fed up. Child, he couldn't take it. But this is big. This is Leslie said he hurt her too many times and he knew that baby wasn't the straw and she was keeping that baby no matter what. That's what I'm saying. I said that in my live. What was that? Day before yesterday. Oh, read that. He hurt her too many times and he knew that baby wasn't the straw and she was keeping that baby no matter. That's what I said. And I bet you money on it, Leslie, that I bet you he told Quadasia to have an abortion because he knew he really was losing Meeks after that. Quadasia looked like a demon on that arrest video, like something took over her. He really manipulated the situation. If Ari do her job, Carlos will be detained and charged because it definitely bigger. He playing a dirty game because he think it's sweet, but he getting locked up. Carlos like boys and men. Most men that like men hate women, period. Holly been playing with pew-pews, her and that little boy that was beside her on that video. Family gathering with the pew-pews on the tables. Narcissists want people fighting for them because it makes them feel powerful. Their entire existence is built on their ego. He wants Amir so he can corrupt him too. I've been watching videos over and over of Meeks was smart. He wasn't in the same league. She wanted a new life, a new beginning. It was game over for his weak ass. That part. Carlos doesn't want to raise no kids. He treats them like man purses. I'm aware she moved on, but yet they still triangulated her, unfortunately. I've been there with a Chicago ninja. I literally had to leave the state with my baby to escape the bullshit. Copies, is there a little clip that you want to show? Because with all that going on, we're never going to get to it because it seems like we're stuck on money. I'm going to get to what I wanted to play because that's what was said on the live. It don't believe. I'm going to show, we're going to talk about a little bit of narcissists. That's what I want to talk to y'all about. Carlos going to jail, so he is not taking care of none. This. He set this whole orchestration up and trust and believe Amika is going to get justice because her spirit will not rest knowing she was so over him and he got her killed. Since we're talking about narcissists, I'm going to play these clips. He did, but she say no. That's why nobody knew until the baby shower. It was real. Yep, that's when Meeks really knew. Yep. He's a fucking... Let's get into... They say it's 4 types of narcissists. This was interesting to me. So I wanted to bring it to y'all. If y'all don't want to watch it, don't know. But this was interesting to me.
With a narcissist is not easy.
Hold on, not that one.
Out that there is not just a blanket term, narcissism or narcissistic. There's actually 4 different categories for this. Let's talk about those.
Yeah, if you look at the research, and this is definitely, as I've gone over the years looking at what's been written, I really do think that 4 primary types have emerged. They're sort of our classical grandiose narcissists. That's sort of like the Chanel suit of narcissism. It's the classic representation of the person who's sort of very egotistical, arrogant, attention-seeking, validation-seeking. Look at me, I'm so great. Don't I have a beautiful house? They don't stop to listen to anybody. Again, your garden variety grandiose narcissist, okay? Far more problematic is the malignant narcissist. This is the person who is all the things the grandiose narcissist is, lacking empathy, entitled and grandiose and big and pompous, but they're also really mean. They will do really bad things. They almost feel like they're a little bit psychopathic. They often won't even feel that bad, maybe a little bit guilty, but not really.
What do you mean they do bad things?
They will steal money from a company. They will cheat on their partner.
Oh, like really bad things.
Like really bad things. Yeah, no. I'm not.
Really bad things.
Like really bad things. Yeah, no. I'm not taking saying take more peppermints than they should from.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
No. I'm talking big ticket bad. And they'll lie, they cheat, they steal. These are your Bernie Madoff types. Wow. Like really malignant. They just sort of they make great criminals. And again, when we could talk about it at some point, there's a difference between a psychopath and a narcissist. By and large, a narcissist, even a malignant narcissist, will feel a little bad about doing some things, especially feel bad if they've hurt other people in their circle. So if they do bad things, they'll be sorry they hurt their family, but they often won't really care about other victims, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So that's your malignant narcissist. Then there are some other types of narcissism that people don't realize and oh, that makes so much more sense. The key one in that one is called covert narcissism. Covert is a word that means secret, really. So a covert narcissist is somebody who is very sort of put upon by the world, but they're still grandiose. So they'll say things like, yeah, I'm a really great photographer, but the world never really noticed my greatness. I guess I just came up at the wrong time. And all these cameras you guys use now, it's easy now, but back when I was taking pictures, I could have been one of the great ones.
Is a covert narcissist older?
They can be, but not necessarily.
Okay.
They often feel like life done them wrong. They can be quite passive aggressive. They're that person. They almost feel depressed. And in fact, more than a few of us will initially think the covert narcissist has depression and will treat them for depression. We're this is not getting better, and it has been 10 months. Even if they're on and it has been 10 months. Even if they're on meds by now, something should have happened.
So someone who has been classified as a covert narcissist and then treated for depression will not show improvement?
If they're depressed, they'll show some improvement in their depression, but they'll still walk around woe is me. Why doesn't anyone see how great I am? I do so many great things for the world, and I guess it wasn't my time. And, and they'll be very vulnerable. If somebody says, they're very hypersensitive to criticism. So if somebody says, yeah, those pictures were good, but we're not going to be able to hang them up in our gallery. What? And they'll throw a tantrum. They'll become really cold. They'll become distant. No, I'm not coming to your gallery opening. My pictures weren't good enough for you. That's the covert narcissist.
Kind of like the quit.
Yes, exactly. They really do feel like the world never got their greatness.
Wow.
That's the covert narcissist.
Yeah, there's a lot of those in Los Angeles.
There's a lot of that. And then that often gets missed as, well, no, they're not even that confident. I'm no, listen. They really, it's always nobody gets how great I am.
So I know there's a fourth one, but before we go into that, let's dive into that. How would I...
Rarely do scientific articles get you as excited as I'm running around the university saying, you've got to read this.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
It's called the communal narcissist.
Communal.
The communal narcissist is that person, for example, all over their social media feed is off to feed the homeless today, but they're really well made up, or it's Dog Rescue Thursday, and they're always out there trying to save the world. They go to galas and they go to benefits and they write big checks, but they need a lot of recognition. They need a lot of can we name this after you? Can we name that after you? And they walk around saying, look at all the good things I do. They'll have a website with them holding children in impoverished regions of the world, but they're always really well put together, and they talk about it a lot. Look at my greatness. I'm all about giving back. And that's your communal narcissist, because what you will see is a tremendous lack of empathy for the so-called people they're trying to help, and in essence, sometimes even a grandiosity, I'm above these things I'm rescuing, helping, give me so much recognition, and they seek a lot of validation for all their good works.
Oh, I know people watching right now are going, I know that person, I know that person. And if you're not, maybe you are that person. But
Sherry, I promise you, when I heard this, I said, he's all of these motherfuckers. He is. Because all he do, he post about Lil Los. He post about where he went and bought him. Some of the supporters are the narc number 4. We're not doing that. That explains why that narc Carlos still at almost 40 still is trying to be a rapper. Like when I listen to this, I got him on all of them. Hey, law student, I really did. And to find out their partner is the one doing all the work, but just make them look good. I think Meeks was turned all the way off with his games playing on both fields, and he knew it. He didn't want his playing on both teams to be exposed. Like when I listened to this video, because there was more of it, but I just got a little bit of it. It literally describes him on all of 4 narcs. Good morning, Coca. Like it to me, it describes him on all levels, like literally. Baby, it's one that they say I might play that another day, but it's one where they says it's narcissistic, psychopath, and what was the other one? Crap, I can't remember the other one. But child, they really spit. They is really talking some stuff, and it's eerie. It's real eerie because I feel like he might be on the verge of being what they said. It was a psychopath, narcissistic psychopath, and damn, I forgot the name. I was trying to remember it so I could tell y'all. I really was, but basically that the person they just killed. Like it's not funny, but they will kill and they will continue to. I think this the one, baller mom. Sociopaths and psychopaths. Yep. Yes, that's the one. Child, I don't even think Meeks knew what she was dealing with, baby. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, he going to jail. He's different, bro. And I feel like anybody that get in his way in any way, shape, or form, hurt his feelings, make him feel like he less than a man or whatever, he's taking them out. I said that the other day in the comments. Black Paris, what about the what I'm talking about right now? Yeah, and I think that's what made me go look this up. I think that's what made me go look this up because I'm like, let me go. I want to learn. I want to see. Because, child, this man, yeah, that's what made me go look it up. Because I remember somebody, I couldn't say for sure that it was you, but I remember somebody putting this stuff in, and I was like, let me go. I'm going to just go, and I'm going to do some research. Him and her both are some psychopaths. Babe, they described this man to a T. Carlos been that way so long, and that type of behavior being acceptable that he's offended when challenged to do better. He can't see it. Carlos need mental help. Like how they say it, they always feel the need to be the person that perfect person, and they don't want nobody saying things negative about them. And every time somebody say something negative about him, what he do? I think she realized it the spring, summer of 2025. He definitely fits the complete profile, shaking my head. Child, I'm working on being a clinical psychologist, but right now I'm a social worker. Oh, okay. Isn't she lovely? Said it's not human, it's a soulless being. Child, Grand Rising Cold Peace and Chat. Happy Tuesday, listening from work. Good morning, Kels. Child, that blew me back when I was listening to that. I really want a PhD in mental health care because these people got to be studied. And then they were saying like how they do this, it's called a pet test. PE is not like for pets, but it's called a pet test on those type of people, and they scan their brains, and you won't even see the part of the brain light up for empathy or showing that they sorry. What I kept telling y'all, and I didn't even research this shit, but I kept telling y'all they can't be sorry because they don't feel it. They don't feel it. And that's exactly what this woman said was they don't have that emotion. They don't in their brain, it don't even light up when they do that test to show that they show empathy or compassion. I went down a rabbit hole of these supporters, and I wasn't surprised nor shocked. They're all just evil. So many institutionalized men are exactly how Dr. Ramani described. Child, I'm going in and out. But yeah, this is nothing but a psychotic individual. It's definitely in the eyes also. Yep. Y'all, am I going in and out? People doesn't realize they're with a narc until it's over totally. They change. Like I'm glad you said that, because I'm finna show you this other video. This is not a mental health problem. They're reparators. Listen, for you, I'm gonna be honest. For you to be able to do something like this, it's a psychological problem. Whether y'all want to say it or not, it's a problem. You off balance somewhere. No normal person goes and do this type of shit. And to go and do it, and you pre-planned it like we suspecting he did, something is wrong. That's a psychological problem. It is. Narcissism is a demonic spirit when you go deeper beyond the psychological realm. I'll be studying them. I might do a doctorate on these kind of individuals. Y'all are going to diffuse this conversation. Y'all are deflecting from the conversation. Robin, what are you talking about? Somebody needs to check on old boy in the background on the after court news interview. Carlos may have him off after that face he made. Child, unfortunately, when with a narc, you sometimes become one without realizing it. No, I hear you just fine. Okay. Hey, Peanut, that doctor said that. She said that as well. I hear you just fine. Okay, because somebody said I was going in and out. Child. No, he ain't bipolar. No, that ain't bipolar. That's bipolar is the least thing this motherfucker is. But anyway, let me play this video. This is a woman that dealt with a narcissistic man. I just seen this on Instagram and I just found it interesting, so I wanted to play it.
Dealing with a narcissist is not easy. They know your triggers. They know your soft spots. And when they realize they fumbled you, they will do anything to try and hurt you just to feel in control again. This right here, me crying in the bed with my baby sleeping next to me, this is what real healing looks like. It's not pretty. It's not perfect. It's definitely not something that happens overnight. But sis, let me tell you something that took me years to learn. You don't heal for him. You heal for you and your kids watching you. You're breaking generational cycles your mama never got the chance to break. You are choosing peace in a situation built on chaos. And that makes you stronger than any lie he ever told about you. Yes, he tries to trigger you. Yes, he tries to make you doubt yourself. But God is elevating you right above all that noise. And every time you choose to journal instead of argue, pray instead of react, breathe instead of break, you win, sis. You win, my baby. Sis, don't ever forget this. A narcissist can disturb your peace, but he can't destroy your purpose. He can't destroy your destiny. You are becoming the healed version of yourself your kids will thank you for one day. Keep going, sis. And that pain is shaping you into the woman God always knew you could be.
And that's what Meeks did. She learned that motherfucker ways, and she didn't react. She didn't react like he thought that she would. It took her a long time to realize what the hell she was dealing with, in my opinion. In my opinion. Narcissists triangulate you even if you're gone by trying to repackage you with a new girl. Putting her in the same clothes, same baby shower, same hair, all that. All that. All of that. Brown Eyes said, crazy work, man. And it's really concerning the amount of people that feel like Los and Holly did nothing wrong. It's way more fucked up people in this world than I could have imagined. Yeah. Yeah. I'm blown away. Carlos is a bi crazy bi demon. Child. Yeah, you can hear it in her voice. Yep. I'm gonna play that one more time because that really was like I really thought of Meeks when I heard that because she said like instead of reacting, she journaled. Instead of like everything that she knew he would do to press her buttons, she just didn't react. Check out the guy that speaks on narcissism who retired from the military. He describes how he was in his marriage and it started in his childhood. I will send you. Okay, do that. In order to heal from narcissistic abuse, you have to detach emotionally. Yep. Yep. Sometimes a traumatic event can trigger narcissism. PET scans are a nuclear image procedure that goes deep and sees images at the. Yes, she described what it was. I know, right? That was good. I'm gonna play it one more time because, baby, she broke that right on down.
With a narcissist is not easy. They know your triggers, they know your soft spots, and when they realize they fumbled you, they will do anything to try and hurt you just to feel in control again. This right here, me crying in the bed with my baby sleeping next to me, this is what real healing looks like. It's not pretty. It's not perfect. It's definitely not something that happens overnight. But sis, let me tell you something that took me years to learn. You don't heal for him. You heal for you and your kids watching you. You're breaking generational cycles your mama never got the chance to break. You are choosing peace in a situation built on chaos. And that makes you stronger than any lie he ever told about you. Yes, he tries to trigger you. Yes, he tries to make you doubt yourself. But God is elevating you right above all that noise. And every time you choose to journal instead of argue, pray instead of react, breathe instead of break, you win, sis. You win, my baby. Sis, don't ever forget this. A narcissist can disturb your peace, but he can't destroy your purpose. He can't destroy your destiny. You are becoming the healed version of yourself your kids will thank you for one day. Keep going, sis. And that pain is shaping you into the woman God always knew you could be.
And he couldn't take it. He could not take it. He couldn't take it that Meeks was done with his ass. That's all this boils down to. That makes me more angry. That's why they unalive the ones who leave. They use it to regain control in a weird way of feeling that the narcissist won, but the narcissist looking for a new victim. Right. And then KP, thank God I have the faith for 10 years to figure him out. Thank Lord I watched that video 2 years ago and I got away. No one will understand. Just run. Don't look back. They mask and monkeys. Child. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I heard this, I said, oh, yeah, I'm playing this tomorrow. Those other people feel that way because Los got ahead of the narrative to convince people that she was the problem. Exactly. And I mean, planned it like the Super Bowl 2025. Child. But this is what women need to start doing. I'm about to show y'all. KP, I'm going to inbox you information on Alfred Alger's concept. The read is amazing and eye-opening. Okay, do that. She got that Cajun in her. Exactly, baby. Yes, needed this. For real. Y'all get the likes up. Narcissistic people hate when you detach and go on about your life. That is exactly why Los was going crazy. He couldn't take it. Knowing that, child, he knew he fucked over her all them years. He knew it. He couldn't stand to see nobody else with Meeks. That's just what it is. That's what it boils down to. I don't think people comprehend this. This isn't just someone with a bad personality. This is demonic spirits, and their sole purpose is to steal your soul. I think I understand that. We all understand it. And it's layers to this. It's layers to this. It's layers. This is deep. But women need to start being women and not listening to these fucking men and what they tell you. When a man start trying to talk to me and tell me about his ex and this, I don't want to hear that. Obviously, y'all not together for a reason. Y'all not together for a reason. You're not finna talk bad on this woman. What? Tell me about you. What part did you play? I learned that Cajun people when I had a knee revision in New Orleans. What part did you play? Holly Johnson was Carlos' lapdog. If you're willing to leave a relationship you feel unsafe in. Anybody? Y'all see that? Thank you, Hey Peanut, for that. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Cause we these days we really be dealing with some deep things. Deep. He lost control and his new supply. Holly did not meet his needs. KP, that was beautifully said, to uplift all women with that God-given ability in all of us. Exactly. Like when I listened to that so many times before I screen recorded it, because I'm like, wow. I agree. We definitely can learn from this case a whole lot. Because when you start listening to stuff like that, you be like, damn, just the thought of what Meeks was going through. You know what I'm saying? But still trying to be strong and defend. Because all she was doing in everything that we've seen is defend fucking man in every way. He could no longer have her and didn't want anyone else to have her. Who knows what his dirty ass will say to her as he had her in a chokehold. Exactly. Who knows? Yes. Always was a baby to his ass. Always was. Leave without telling them and relocate if possible. He lost. He still believes he won. He's lost. Exactly. He couldn't stand to see Meeks winning by leaving. I keep saying that narcissist, warlock, harvesting, feminine energy are divine. It's spiritual. The lady in that video is right. I was married to a narcissist and it was so bad it had me feeling suicidal. Child, listen. But it's sad the system don't do anything until it's too late. And you know what's even more sad is that a lot of people don't even talk about this type of stuff. They don't talk about it. They go through it, come out of it, and deal with it the best way they know how. They don't even talk about it. One Pep says, good morning, KP in chat. Be blessed. Good morning. Meeks was just trying to live her life and better it for her in the mirror. So sad that these two devils just couldn't stand it, shaking my fucking head. Exactly. Gretchen says, co-piece, if you have a woman or man coming in a relationship telling you about the person that they're not with anymore, it's best to just pick up the pieces and run. They like to dwell on that. Like, that's why I keep thinking she was probably relocating after she graduated. Carlos wasn't going to leave Ramika alone. She wasn't safe after leaving him finally. God knows. That's why he's reaping what he's sowed. Yep. Black Pear says, it took me 6 years to talk about it, heal from it, and try to cope with it. See? That's what I'm saying. That be some traumatizing shit. It really do. I have 5 kids with a narcissist. My life used to be hell. And then, you know, when we have conversations like this, the other side, they want to use it to try to make it seem like we attack Carlos because of what we experienced. He's not that man. But if honestly, women, like everybody that's speaking on this narcissist shit and that has dealt with a narcissist, they see what a narcissist is. So that's why y'all able to know. You know what I'm saying? ChatGPT, for the most extreme personalities, replacing the X is about restoring control. Copying the X is about denying loss. Violence happens only when control completely collapses. This is collapse rage, not jealousy. Chat. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I remember that screenshot, Ramika, how to get over your baby dad. I'm telling you, that shit is so crazy. These narcissists will have your family against you, thinking that you're crazy, and I'm pretty sure he did that to her. Playing that good guy role. Playing that good guy role. Holly and Los were familiar in the spirit because they both had a spirit of control. I definitely didn't talk DV until I was done, as most thought I was too strong to deal with what I was dealing with. Let's talk about it. Exactly. Yes, I've been there too, in a relationship with an abusive narcissistic man. I ain't gonna lie. He broke me down mentally, verbally, and physically, but I finally healed after many years. And that's how they always do. And that's how they that's how they get their power. That's how they get their power. Ramika became a voice for all women that feel trapped. Even in death, her light is still shining. Justice for Ramika Meeks. Facts. Empress say this is true. Los should know that there is no future in his fronting. He knows that he lost. They want your soul because your soul houses your mind, your will, and your emotions. They know once they break down all three, they've got you. No, he's not that man, but they carry the same demonic spirit. And Philly girl juice, yes. That's why we see the signs. My kid's father, ex, is the same way. He always the victim and he never see anything he does wrong. Very manipulative. Child. The person I know, her ex-husband kept taking her to court, getting different attorneys. 6 years later, still going through it. He refused to let her go. Had a whole baby by the, and that's what I'm saying. They want everything. They want their cake and eat it too. Like you go out here, you make babies, you sleep with whoever you sleep with. But then when I'm ready to be done with the situation, I'm ready to move on. I'm tired of the narcissistic behavior. Then it's a problem. You cannot let me go, but you want to keep doing what it is you want to do. How is that? That don't make sense. He thought he was going to make her come back by entertaining Holly. Yep. I was married to a narcissist. Also, he tried to take out an insurance policy without my knowledge. Child. One pep says, so true. I moved out of state and never looked back. He's still an a-hole. I've been through narcissistic abuse. I went to therapy for years. Mine was everyone's ideal man, but behind the scenes, psychologically abused me with court for my kids for 13 years. Child. Carlos became accustomed, devastated when Ramika stopped dealing with him. He didn't know what to do. He did not know what to do. Get the likes up. What a like said. We got 414 people in the building. To one of those type of people for 15 and everything else, I had to sneak off and move away from him so he didn't know where I live. See, this is how y'all know that this is what this motherfucker is. Meeks had to not let him know where he lived, where she lived. I had children and I didn't want them to grow up that way. Exactly. And Butterfly, ma'am, don't get me started. He tried to take everything from me, even leaving and purchasing my first home. Here he comes and he was remarried. I'm the bad guy now that I want to play. Child. Honey 5K says, I would never put myself in that type of situation ever again. The narcissist I dealt with think he could come back into my life. I know you lying. Child, don't let him. 308 likes and we got 400. Can we get him up just a little bit more, guys? He has no remorse and I can't wait to see him get his time. And yes, he's definitely a narcissistic man. And you know what? Getting locked up ain't even gonna help him. Ain't even gonna help him. Cause they ain't what they gonna do. What they gonna do? He manipulated our kids emotionally and mentally, even weaponizing them against me at times. Fake DCFS reports until finally DCFS threatened to file harassment charges. He didn't want Holly. He had to settle for her. Meeks moved on. That part. Once Meeks disconnected from him, he crashed out. I mean, all the way out. He went to the extreme. Yes, the best way to leave a narcissist is planning a getaway. My son's father would play sweet in front of my family. When I left, my mom was trying to get me to go back to him. Oh, child. I never forget that boy climbed my balcony. I mean, look, all the stuff he was apparently doing to Meeks. You're right, KP. He had 11 different women. One who also stalked me. He stalked for 2 years after I left. Child. But it'd be so hard when you got kids with them and trying to get away and go with no contact. You know what I'm saying? His weak ass Tinky Winky. He ain't no real thug unaliver. He even tried to get the peasant to put out a revenge P tape on social media, acting like it was her cheating, but it was him and her. Oh, child. This, mm-mm. Philly says, my narcissist was reproductively abusing me. I was so young to even realize by the time I was 25, I had 5 kids. Oh, child. He stole my childhood and then blamed me. I left him so fast and never looked back. Oh, child. Gretchen says, Copies, I've always been a person who would fight or do whatever it was that I needed to do. And I wasn't running. We would have to do each other what I had to be done. I ain't never scared. And that's why I say when they put out these videos of Meeks, that girl was in survival mode against this man. That's all that was. In the revised custody order, he tried to have it to where I could never move and have to give him my addresses at all times. Child, he stopped giving me his when he fell behind in child support. My kid's dad did that same thing, I promise you. The crazy thing is he didn't even want Holly for real. He did not want her. Child, this is what women need to start saying. Hold on. Carlos crashed out in the only way he knew he could, through manipulation. Yep.
Man, I be wanting to talk to his baby mother. I be wanting to talk to baby mama and see what she said about him, because I'm over here thinking he's the man. He's a king. And she be in his text messages calling him goofy and a clown and a dweeb and lame. I don't like to date you. I need to hear from her first. I need to hear from her because I know it's a reason she calling you that. She already know. I'm just getting hip. Let me speak to your baby mama. She know a thing or two. Why is she calling you that? You trying to pull the wool over my eyes and I don't see that you're really a lame. Calling him everything but a child of God, like you was a dweeb. I'm sorry to break it to you, bro. But somewhere there's some lovely lady who's like, he's such a man. I don't want that to be me.
I'm trying to tell you, y'all got to get the information. Half the time, these women don't be lying on these men. Y'all better get the information. My son had to come to my house because I was in that situation. Like this, my kid's dad was literally going back telling his girlfriend whole bunch of lies, saying I want to be with him, this and that, third. I said, baby, you're gonna have to go do your research. Look up the paperwork. Who filed for the divorce? Like who did this and who did that? All lies. And I promise you, that's why I can relate to that recording that I played of Meek saying Holly called her to vent. Because I promise you, this man went and did her exactly the same way he had been doing me until she left his ass. And when she left, she called me and but before that, I was all types of bitches and hoes and what she gonna do to me, that all off the strength of this man. And I've never like literally talked to this woman. But guess what I was? I was the bigger woman and I listened to her vent to me and tell me she should have listened to me. Everything that I was trying to tell her. Now that she believed me. I'm telling y'all need to talk to these women. They ain't half the time, they ain't.
But Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no cap. Breaking headlines, put the truth on the map.
Yo, fast with the facts, we don't play no games. Report on what's real, we ain't chasing fame. Call Peace TV, stay locked, stay tuned. If you want the real talk, we deliver it soon. Put Peace TV, we bringing the news. Facts stay sharp, yeah, we never confused. From the streets to the world, get the real, no